case you missed it is brought to you by ICYMI Cinema, and in case you did miss it, you missed a long one and unfortunately a disappointing start to this quarterfinal series between the Mavericks and the St. Cloud State Huskies. At least disappointing if you're a Maverick fan. A 2-1 double overtime loss, and Mike, one of those games where it comes down to just a lucky break or a bounce here or there, and it went the Huskies' way.
It is. It's one of those games, and it happens in these types of long overtime games where it's always a bad bounce. It's never a clean goal. It's never a goal that you expect to have happen. It's usually a shot from, as happened tonight, a bad angle shot, and it gets deflected into the net from in front. The goaltender didn't have a chance to make a stop on it, went over his shoulder, and it's one of those frustrating ends to a very hard-fought game on both sides. I mean, you've got to give the credit to both teams. I thought, they left it all out on the ice, and it was one of those games where, unfortunately for us, the bounce just didn't go our way.
You had to look at the start of this game and you thought, maybe, geez, this is a bad omen. Ryan Massa has to be removed from the game about 15 and a half minutes in with kind of the recurrence of the injury that he's had. And yet Kirk Thompson comes in and looks very poised, very calm, and does a terrific job in keeping the Mavericks in that game and allowing them to get that tying goal.
Again, a lot of credit goes to Kirk Thompson for keeping the game close throughout the game. He was solid. I thought it might have been his best performance of the year. He was very much, as you said, poised, in position, and in control of himself and the game throughout from the start to finish. I thought it was his best game. Unfortunately, it was just a bad hop at the end.
Well, the Mavericks able to get the tying goal in the game last night from Austin Ortega, whom else, it seems like, always getting a big goal for the Mavericks. But it was the play by Jake Gensel along the wall that really made that happen, and it's kind of that example of extra effort plays needed at this time of year.
It is a play. It was a playoff game, a playoff play. We're in shorthanded. The puck goes in deep. He makes the play by battling off players that were around him, behind the goal line. Finds the open man 15 feet in the slot, and of course a goal scorer will bury that shot as Austin did.
Well, not quite the same length. A multiple overtime game you've been a part of here as a head coach. 3 overtime affair. Your guys won it against Alaska. But that was to conclude the series. It's a little bit more of a challenge for the Mavericks now, coming off a double overtime loss last night, to bounce back here in Game 2. What's going to be the key for them tonight?
It's really, it's a very difficult and challenging and daunting task from the standpoint of you expended so much energy in that first game, and to get yourself refreshed, you're going to have to. The players had to take in a lot of liquids. They had to take in a lot of nourishment between last night's game and tonight's, because in order to be ready to play, they've got to be fueled. And that's going to be the big thing, because, again, both teams expended a tremendous amount of energy last night. It was a game that was hard fought, and a lot of the same players played shift after shift after shift. Both benches got shortened up pretty early, and we're going to see how much gas is in everybody's tank tonight, because it will be the ultimate challenge to go out there and compete at the same level they did last night, knowing that advancement is on the line.
St. Cloud State gets one step away from advancing to Minneapolis. The Mavericks, a little bit of a longer road, but they could start it tonight with a win against the Huskies. We hope you enjoy the game.